Hey, so it's been a long time since I've last posted. Eh, I've just been super lazy about it. I've been telling myself that I needed to, but I just totally stopped. I guess a lot of it's because I've just been enjoying life a bit and just running around, which I can actually do. And in fact, what I am sharing today is that today is May 25th, 2019, which means that I had surgery about a year and 2 days ago. So that was May 23rd, 2018. So, real excited that I passed the full 1 year mark. I say full because I had my 6 month appointment about 5 months. If you don't remember, that was October 25th. And so when I was there, they thought that that was my 6 month, but really, again, fifth month. And they told me that I can go about and kind of play soccer again in 6 months, which was last month. I know, the math is just confusing as anything. Long story short, I have been playing soccer. I am actually waiting right now to go play soccer in about 30-ish minutes. And I've played for the last 2 Saturdays. It's been really, really good. I mean, I've been waiting to, aside from getting back to lifting more than 20 pounds, anyways, back in October, and actually hitting the gym, soccer was the real big one for me to be able to get back to. So I'm happy that I'm able to now play again, run around, kind of just have terrible touches right now, and also be super exhausted. So I'm really happy about all that, at least from the progress perspective, not necessarily about the bad touches. Really looking forward to playing today and hopefully just staying, again, injury free and continuing to play. I'm not pushing myself as hard right now. That's both at soccer and in the gym, as I've probably mentioned, or I have mentioned before. The gym, people still ask me, like, how's it going? You can still see the scar right there, so that's the difference on no scar. People are still asking me, Daryl, are you feeling pain? Like, are you back to where you were? So the answer is no, I'm not feeling pain. And for the most part, I'm not trying to get back to where I was. Back to where I was lifting a lot, being really heavy, and not taking so many breaks. These days, I'm taking some breaks. I'm not lifting nearly as heavy, probably about 80% of even what I was doing before, or 75%. So every once in a while, I might push just a single rep, but back in the day, if there was, let's say, a bunch of dumbbells and the 35s were out and the 40s were out, that was my way of saying, you know what, the universe is telling me that I need to just go and just grab the 45s. Or if I had to, or if I was thinking about, hey, should I push 185 or 205? Back in the day, it was always pick the 45 dumbbells and go with 205. These days, it's, you know what, go with the 30s and then go with 185 and just do that, and make sure that you have really good form, or I have really good form. That's been really, really important. Also, I'm experimenting and playing around more with tempo, that is the speed of my reps. I'm also doing different rest times as well, so that's been really good. Just changing up how I also work out, not only the different exercises, but using bands a little bit more, or straps, even using these blood flow restriction bands, occlusion bands, PFRs. So that enables me to do essentially 40-50% of working sets weight and just do more reps. So that's been really good. I'd say that the one thing that I need to really pay attention to, though, is especially prior to surgery, as I was doing some weights, I started to back off a lot of the heavy weights, and so I started doing more reps. The problem with that is that, well, for me anyways, I started developing, I think, a little bit of like tennis elbow or tendonitis in my elbow, to which now I still have a little bit, and so I'm still every once in a while taking ibuprofen to help control the inflammation, as well as putting ice back on there. So that's really important. It reminds me of a lot of these studies when people are taking longer strides when running or shorter strides, and is that better for you? And for the most part, there's less impact when you take shorter strides, but you're taking so many more strides, right? So they looked at it from an impact perspective, on a per stride perspective, but not necessarily throughout. If you're going to run a mile, if you did that in with a 20% longer stride versus 20% less, or 100%, then how does that actually impact your knee impact when you're hitting it that much more often? So that's something to really think about. I've also spoken to a lot of folks who have had a fusion on their back. With one person, like his father actually fused, I think, the top 2 or so in their neck. So I remember, I think I described how, like, the top, if you have your whole neck, and let's just say you've got 100 degrees of motion, 100%, 50% of that motion is actually right there at the top vertebrae. So if you fuse that one, then you kind of lose out on 50%, and then the other 50% is distributed amongst the other 5. So one person had at least the top 2 fused, so lost a lot of motion. I mean, apparently he's like almost always like kind of leaning down a little bit. And then another person, my coworker's wife, actually fused, I think, half of her back. It was from a rock climbing accident. Whew, that's hard. I mean, 50% of your back, you're not bending over at all, or any of that. That's pretty crazy. Oh, and that's one other thing I've learned to really also pay attention to so much more of my form. Right now, I'm not necessarily doing a good job talking to a fellow that's leaned up against something, but just trying to pull my shoulders back. But also, recently I moved house and everything, so as I was carrying stuff, I wasn't really bending over so much as I was lowering down into a squat position, really lifting a lot more with my legs, treating it more like since I'm holding in front, more of a deadlift, so it's just getting it down real low and picking it up. So that's been something that's also been really big. So yeah, it's been really good. Like I said, being able to play soccer again has been great. Something else that I've been thinking about is, whenever you do these types of things, get back from injury, specifically surgery. Again, I've had an ACL construction, now ACDF. I won't count wisdom teeth or anything. In some ways, it's kind of like a car accident, right? Like, accidents happen, and you got to fix the car. So you fix the car, you spend all this money, and you sit in the waiting room. And for me, the surgery, pay so much money, fix the broken piece. You have all this recovery time that you essentially lose out doing a lot of things. So in a lot of ways, like, it's not like you put in something new in your neck and now I can rotate my entire neck. Or when you have a car, and it's a car accident, it's not like you get something completely new and then it just improves the car. It actually is probably worse off than it was. For me, I'm a little worse off in that I lost, just that one level of fusion. I've lost 10 degrees of freedom. And it's it's a weird thing because I just hate that. I hate that, it's just an extra cost to which you waste on the money, you waste on the time, and the cost opportunities of that specifically, not just economically. It's bad, so you gotta really get something else out of it, right? Because otherwise, you just kind of, it's like you might as well just give away your money and your time and everything else. So you really got to take like lessons learned into account and say, all right, I've been out or paid all this. What did I get out of this? Not just less of all this other stuff. I think a lot of it is just it's both personal and reflections. Also, how I go about doing things that hopefully mitigates any other problems in the future. And then the other thing is, honestly, it's paying it forward. It's got to be these, whether it's these types of videos, not necessarily this video. This video might not be very interesting. But also just sharing more insights and helping others. Like that's the best way to do it, right? Same with car accidents. If you have a car accident, it's best to share it, or any other types of things that go wrong. You really have to share it, because for the most part, most of the time you don't really get too much out of it. You kind of come out a little bit worse in some cases. In some cases, you look for like that thing that helps you be better, whether it's you broke up with someone who is very abusive or whatever it was. So that's good getting out of that. But the biggest difference I think you can actually get out of these types of situations is to prevent them in the future. And it's not just for yourself, but it's got to be for others. That's the best way to get, for me, some sort of ROI. Because otherwise, ROI starts to look a little negative. So, anyways, I'm really excited. It is now 6:39. I head down the road here. It's only like 2 minutes away. So, be able to warm up some. I got a new soccer ball about 6 months ago or so. I got it because I haven't had a soccer ball in forever. I've just been going to pick up and then just playing with the balls that they have there. And so I got this ball to kind of commemorate me coming back to playing. And so I've been excited because I have this ball now, so I can go there. I don't have to wait for anyone else to arrive to bring a ball or whatever. Now I got a ball that I can just run around. It's like the little things that make me really excited about just playing again and get back to like my special place, if you will. That safe haven of I got the gym, I got the soccer field now. So super excited. And I'm gonna end this video now saying thanks for continuing to watch. I don't know if I'm going to do another one. I feel at some point I probably need to share some of the other things that I've been trying to track, specifically like the body pictures, the measurements that I've been doing, seeing how my body has changed over time. I've been doing it, at least the measurements, every other week for the last year, and then the pictures have been every week. So yeah, I'm not sure what those look like if I was to put them as like a flip book kind of thing. So I'm excited to kind of see what that looks like, and if it even will look like a flip book, because maybe I was out of position or something, I don't know. But anyways, appreciate you tuning in. Wish me luck, and take care of your necks, your posture. Oh gosh. So take care. Bye.